Welcome back to the Leiʻd Back podcast with Josh and Olivia Marmoto.
This weekend we got to do some fun stuff
Mm-hmm.
with a couple good friends we've met since we've been living here.
Yeah.
You can tell everybody what we did.
So we went to the St. Anthony sand dunes
And what is that?
and ripped it in one of those
Polarises.
Polaris. Yeah.
The Polaris Razor side by sides, and it's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
I never expected it to be like that.
Yeah. I didn't think the sand dunes were gonna be that big, but it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
Like you drive a few hours to a different destination and you're just like encapsulated by whole different
Landscape. It was trippy because when we were standing on top of some of the dunes, you could see like all of the dunes, and then like on the mountains in the distance, they still had snow on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was still pretty cold out there, though.
Yeah, I think it was perfect because otherwise it would be really, really hot.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun. It was neat to see how much power those things have. It's kind of crazy.
It is.
Like they weren't small little sand hills. They're huge. Yeah, I don't know. And it's you felt like you're in. I felt like I was in Egypt or something. It was kind of trippy until kind of look out and see the snow. But
I'm happy that the kids like enjoy that kind of stuff and are willing to be super adventurous and like not afraid of that.
yeah, I think we do our best to try and keep them outside and doing stuff with their hands and just playing and being kids instead of stuck in the house on a screen or something. But you can kind of see like they use their imagination a lot. They draw a lot and super creative. Josiah designed his own sticker, and it's pretty neat. I helped him turn it into
an actual
sticker, and he was super stoked about it. And then Shiloh's always coloring and drawing, and now she's learning to read. It's really neat to see them progress so quickly. I mean, you're homeschooling them, so they get a lot of attention when they're in school, and they have a chance to learn
what they want to learn.
Yeah,
I think that's the fun thing that I like about homeschooling is that I can kind of cater to what they need and what they're interested in. Like I'll ask Josiah, like, for science, if we're going to do something on mammals or whatever it is, it's like, what mammal do you want to learn about? Or what part of social studies do you want to learn about?
Yeah.
So he's more in tune with wanting to learn it. Yeah. And then it just frees up time to be able to like work on other things like the talents that he has that he enjoys. Yeah.
He's a good singer.
Yeah.
He's always singing. Shiloh's always singing. Josiah can keep a beat on the cajon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really...
Shiloh loves the piano.
Yeah.
Like, she'll play it almost every day. Yeah.
That's neat to see them just imagine, just use that to, find different talents that they'd probably never find if they were just on an iPad all the time or something.
Well, not just that. I think, just having more freedom to do those kind of things versus having something super structured and, you have to sit down. You have to...
As far as homeschool, you mean?
Oh, well.
Like them not having to be in a class and
Yeah, I mean, we still have structure as far as like what we do for homeschool and the lessons that we go through. But as far as like after that, after we homeschool and after we do that, they get the freedom to,
Explore.
yeah,
Yeah.
versus in a classroom 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm super happy that you get to homeschool them.
Yeah, I'm
I know
super
it's,
fortunate.
yeah.
It's hard at times. It's not the easiest thing, but it's the most rewarding.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, when we first moved here, um, it was such an adventure. Like we went to Yellowstone,
Hmm.
and that was different too. It was like a different world in there. I mean, three different states,
Yeah.
right?
Idaho, Montana, and
Montana,
Wyoming.
hmm and to get to see like geysers and to see like the different animals there. And we went during, well, we went kind of around the same time, like fall,
Hmm.
and then like a colder fall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful there. It's super nice. Very different. It's big. You don't realize how big
vast.
and vast
hmm
it
The
is.
forest is, and
Hmm. I think Bigfoot lives in there for sure.
okay,
No Bigfoot for you?
no,
Why? How do you know though? Like, how can you say that there isn't? There's so much land out there. It's a possibility. Could be.
like a real person. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Bigfoot.
what is that?
It's the man ape. You don't know who Bigfoot is?
No, like I've seen stuff about Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's like a species that they've never found, or it's like untouchable, or one of those folklores.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Native Americans, they believe in Bigfoot, and they have a bunch of stories talking about how they would see it all the time, and it's like a spirit of the forest. I don't know what they call it. I don't know enough to
Yeah.
get into the Native American side of it, but I think it's a possibility.
Mm, I don't believe it.
No.
No, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that there's people living over there,
Hmm.
like an actual person,
What about a hairy person?
but not a hairy person. Not like hairy, like all over, like just hair on top of their head and facial hair.
What if you seen it? What would you do if you're out hiking one day and you saw a Bigfoot? What would you do?
I don't know, depends what it.
I mean, you just seen it. It didn't attack you or
Oh,
anything. Like you just saw it. Like, what would you do? Would you
try to
tell
take.
people?
I was try to take a picture.
Uh huh. But what if you couldn't get a picture? What if you got the same blurry picture that everybody gets? What would you do?
I don't know.
Would you tell people?
Maybe.
What if they laughed at you? And you knew for sure in your mind that that was a Bigfoot. And you've never seen a creature like that and you knew it wasn't a person.
I don't know. It'd be hard to tell people without proof. But if I didn't have proof, um, I would just tell them straight up. I saw something. I don't know what it is. Who am I to say it's Bigfoot?
Because you'd be able to know if it's a big hairy monkey thing walking on two legs. That's a, that's what.
Yeah, if it talks like
Well,
that,
yeah. So what if it did? Would you tell people? Like,
maybe,
would you go back and try and take a picture of it again?
maybe, yeah.
And then what if you got a picture of it?
Let's show it.
Like how bad would you wanna like find out? Like if it were me and I saw it and I knew I saw it,
You would
I would keep going back until
see, like,
I like
until you
found
found
it,
it.
found it, and had like hard evidence.
Mm.
I'd have a hard time like
I don't know.
knowing and
I
not.
think, I really think you have an obsession with this Bigfoot because even before we went to Yellowstone, like, it was a whole talk. And then when we were there, like you told almost every single person like that we've talked to about Yellowstone.
Because it's possible. I mean, it's completely possible. It's a possibility. I don't fully believe in it, and I don't fully not believe in it.
Mm,
I'm a dreamer.
I'm a skeptic.
I know you are.
Yeah, that's why we work so well together because we're complete opposites.
Like I feel the same way about the flat Earth.
I don't want to go there.
What?
Not today.
I mean, I've
I
known
think
all my
any.
life. I've been told that it's a sphere, but there's a lot of things that people point out that make it possible to be flat.
I agree. There's all different possibilities.
Are you just agreeing to shut me up?
No, I'm saying there's all different possibilities. I just don't want to go there.
Does it matter to you if the Earth was flat? What if one day you found out the Earth was flat? What would you do? Like, how would it change your life?
Mm, first, I'd be kind of mad because we were being lied to, and then it's like, what else were we being lied to about?
I mean, really, do you trust the government and
No,
believe that they're not lying to you now?
I think they are.
I'm just like I'm a skeptic in a way where it comes like when I'm a skeptic because when it comes to things like a system has taught me
Yeah, yeah. That's why up to
because
this point,
it
everything we're trying to unlearn,
yeah, so like
right?
when you talk about those kind of things like TV promotes that it's not real or they promote like
Yeah,
all kind of stuff, but
that's
like I'm
true.
super skeptical because like I don't know, as a Hawaiian, like growing up, you learn that how everything was a coup for Hawaii, right? Like
Hmm.
these people came and lied about a bunch of stuff and ended up taking over, imprisoning the queen in her own palace, and
Hmm.
then you learn about a bunch of other stuff that well, and especially nowadays, like because of media and how accessible everything is, like you find out a lot of things aren't true and what they put in your face like is just to
Yeah.
keep you quiet and keep you moving
Hmm.
in the direction they want you to move.
Yeah. And I think it's sad that even when people know that like things don't make sense, they'll still go along with it,
Yeah. Well, some
right?
people don't like.
They don't want to take the time to understand. They just kind of want to go
Yeah,
with.
I mean, because everybody's trying to live their life, right? And you just want to live your life, but it's hard to come to the realization that there's a good possibility that everything you've been told up till now is a lie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't
But
mind.
we've reached that point where we know that a lot of stuff never made sense and we started questioning things. And then when you look back, you go down this rabbit trail, right? Of finding out that so many things that you were lied to about, right? Going to school, getting an education, getting a college degree, it does work for some people, but majority, it's a trap.
Mhm. Financial trap.
Financial trap, well, even a mindset trap,
Mhm.
right? You're told to do this, sit in the classroom for 8 hours a day, and 8 hours a day, and then go to work 8 hours a day,
Mhm.
right? All being an employee and having an employee mindset.
Mhm.
But really, there's so much less fulfillment with that, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on who you talk to, because in some ways it's good to be employed. Like there's a lot of stress that you don't have to worry about. Like owning your own business is a stressful thing.
That's true.
Because even a business owner still needs employees, right? So there are people who want to be employees because they don't want to have to deal with the business side of things because it is stressful. I mean, we own a business, and when it comes tax season, like there's a lot of paperwork to file, a lot of things to keep track of, and
Hmm.
but it does open opportunities for you because you can make your own schedule, but your business is only as successful as much work as you put into it. Like the more work you put into it, you'll probably be more successful. Sometimes,
Yeah.
because we work pretty hard and we're trying to get the photography business going, but
Yeah. Well, you're the visionary. I'm just the supporter and
I know, but I
the.
have a lot of visions.
Yeah, you do. And it's hard to keep up,
I'm just like, yeah, I'm
which is
always thinking of
good.
something.
Yeah.
What?
You are the dreamer, the visionary. I am the try to be the supporter in every avenue, in every, just like this podcast.
Well, I think it's pretty neat. We get to
No, it
sit
is
down and
neat.
talk to each other and in a different way that we talk to each other.
How do you talk to me outside?
I talk to you, I just sweet talk you all the time, honey.
Yeah.
You know. No, I mean, life is so busy. This is like a chance for us to just sit down, and it gives us more of a reason to sit here and just talk to each other and connect, not just with other people, but with each other.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like it, but being back to the dreamer, like
That's a good thing.
no, I
I
know.
would,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, for me, I have so many thoughts in my mind, and like, I'm always thinking of new things. I need outlets to,
yeah.
and
And that's good. I think you should express yourself in all the outlets. I mean, especially because truly you are really, really talented. There's a lot of things that I don't understand that I'm just like, how do you get that? How do you understand like how your mind works, right? But then me, I'm totally opposite. And I'm so like
your structure.
very structured, organized, like I need to know all the details and you're just the big picture.
Well, that's why
We
we're
work good
opposites
together.
attract.
I guess so.
Yeah, we get on each other's nerves sometimes about
We
it.
do?
Oh, come on.
I get on your nerves?
I get on yours for sure. I know I frustrate you sometimes, but we help each other out. We try to.
We just think differently.
Hmm.
We have like totally different thought processes.
But we're
But
learning. It takes time to
yeah.
like nail it. But you do help me with like some of the photography stuff. Like we had a photo shoot today, and you came out and caught some behind the scenes stuff, and you do have ideas that you throw out, and it's super helpful because sometimes I'm just like so caught up in the moment that I forget a lot of things, because a lot to think about.
Hmm.
But I enjoy it. It's fun when we work together.
It is. We can work really well together.
I'm pretty set on doing this podcast. I really do like it, and just talking story, and hopefully we can connect with some other people
Yeah.
and pick their brains about their creativity and their mindset on entrepreneurship and how they work. And um I don't know, I want to start getting to a point where we can do things that benefit our
Other.
communities
Hmm.
and trying to figure that out. I don't know, it's hard because we're still trying to get fully adjusted here and still trying to make community here. We do have some really good friends, but we have yet to tap into the community.
I agree. I think that will take time, right? We're still pretty new. People are still getting to know us, and it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Like I think slowly, right? Like our kids are doing sports and other activities, and that's how other parents get to know us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I tell you one of the parents on Josiah's baseball team? So her son was like, "Oh, Josiah's so good at baseball. Like I think Hawaiians are built differently." And I was just like laughing, and I was like, I don't know. He's just very active. He likes to play, and he tries hard.
Yeah, and I think in it's sports are super competitive in a way, and you do get a lot of good athletes, that come out of not just Hawaii, I mean, but all of Polynesia. I mean,
Yeah. Do you think it's just that competitive spirit that
yeah, it's a
like you're
warrior
born with?
spirit. Yeah, it's that, you know, you want to do the best that you can, and you're competitive when you find something that you love. You pursue it, right?
I'm just thinking about him because he's competitive in everything.
Yeah, because he wants to do good in what he does. I mean, that's just his nature, and
Hmm. And I guess Shiloh is the same way.
yeah,
Yeah.
that girl.
She's spicy.
Yeah, more than spicy. She's a little firecracker.
But that's what I love is like she's gonna be like one of those people that speak up, one
Hmm.
of those people that are super determined.
Yeah,
She's not gonna let anyone tell her, you know,
yeah, she's
something that if she really wants to do something, she's gonna do it.
yeah, she's outspoken for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'm glad she is.
Hmm. And she's not afraid. She's not fearful of riding a dirt bike. I
Hmm.
mean, even though it's on the back, um,
Yeah, that's a whole nother
going,
story.
yeah,
Hmm.
and just going into the side by side, you know,
Yeah,
I was
she's a
like,
thrill seeker for
yeah,
sure.
she's a thrill seeker.
That's a good and a bad thing. It could go either way,
I know.
you know. But
That's true because I only thought I would have to worry about that with Josiah. With Shiloh, it's like, yeah.
mm, yeah, well, I'm sure whatever they grow up and want to do, they'll both push for it, and they'll try to do their best at it. What kind of We should have some guests on here. It'd be nice to talk to people like, you know, local people, or, you know, Polynesian entrepreneurs, or people from the islands, any kind of islands, or, just even just people who are doing their own thing, like to see how and what they're doing, and what they struggle with as far as their business. Like for us, the struggle right now is, as far as the photography, is a lot of our work at home was word of mouth.
Hmm.
We knew a lot of people, so it was a little bit easier to you know get
Business.
clients and
Hmm.
business, and I don't think we pursued it as hard at home as we are here.
Well, we also took like a year off.
Yeah, when we moved, we just needed
It
time to
wasn't, yeah.
settle in, and
We were traveling, so it was a lot. So you got to give yourself grace.
trying.
Yeah. I just think it's going to take time.
Yeah,
And
consistency.
yeah, just being more consistent. It's hard when there's many ventures, multiple ventures.
Yeah,
But
but
I understand they all work hand in hand and you can make it work together.
yeah, yeah. Once we make connections with people here, and we're starting to, we'll be able
Hmm.
to do more of that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a fart, I promise. It was my stomach.
Funny, you and Shiloh are like the same.
So, what do you want to do up here in this small little town? Are you content with just Not just, but homeschooling and taking care of the house, or are you looking forward to doing something else, going back to work, or
Yeah, I think there's always like thoughts about doing that. Um, I don't know, I go back and forth. I think that there's a lot of value being a stay-at-home mom and homeschooling.
Mhm.
Like I didn't cook before in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like a whole new love and a whole new appreciation for cooking for my family. I want to achieve to provide my family with like the best kind of home meals and
Hmm.
as best that I can.
Yeah, it's been, keep it up. I'm happy about it.
Mhm.
Should see the breads on the counter.
I know today was a bread day. Bagels.
No, like so you put the bread up, right? You made the dough and everything, and then you let it rest. And we went to go do the photo shoot, and we got home, and what happened?
It like overflowed, like it was.
It grew like 4 times the size.
Yeah. I just thought putting the wrap would just,
Keep it down.
yeah, because it hasn't gotten that big ever.
Mm. It got big today. That was huge. I'd like to go fishing and stuff this year. Hopefully, we're supposed to go for Mother's Day.
Oh, not Father's Day, Mother's Day.
Well, don't act like
I'm
you
just
don't want to
joking.
fish
I
too.
do.
Yeah,
I really want to fish.
I know. Oh, that'll be fun. It was pretty neat when we went to the dunes and then we saw the campers and the sand rails and all the toys everybody has. You know,
Yeah.
people have a lot of toys here.
Yeah, because there's so much to do.
Yeah, like every season of the year, there's a different toy.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of my friends messaged me today that ahi season is coming around.
Oh, that
Cause
made you feel sad.
yeah,
Mm.
is it? Are you happy?
No, sorry. I was just looking at your Bass Pro Shop,
Oh
and it was an ahi.
no, and I've never caught a bass ever.
No, I'm not happy. I mean, I liked when you fished so that we could get fish,
Hmm.
but it was hard you being gone for so many hours.
Yeah, but I don't know. I loved it.
Yeah, I know.
I guess kind of like hunting, the pursuit of food.
Mm.
I'm not really like a.
The pursuit of food or the pursuit of the catch?
It was fun catching, but I loved knowing that I was able to bring food home more than the catch. Like I was happy, I was stoked. Like when we caught those couple
Because that
ahis.
first ahi that you caught and that picture, I don't know who you caught it with.
Like,
Yeah, that was like the biggest smile I've ever seen on your face.
well, I was
More than
happy.
our wedding day.
Oh, come on. I was happy. It was like, yeah, it was the first time, and I only fished.
Well,
I
getting married
only,
was your first time.
you know, what I mean. I only fished ahi for that year,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I don't know. It's funny though, like um when you talk to people here, like they don't. It's funny, but it's I understand. You know what I mean? Because they weren't they didn't grow up by water or the ocean, but the ocean for them is really scary,
Mm.
you know, which is a good thing because, like it is scary. The ocean is
Oh,
powerful and,
yeah. Hmm.
but I kind of feel the same way here, about the mountains. Like, I feel like if I just go in the mountains and get lost, like, it's a whole different world for me.
Yeah.
It's not like I can just hike to the top of the mountain and see both sides of the island.
Mm.
It's when you get to one mountain, you might just see mountains forever and never know unless you grow up here and you really know everything about it. But like at home in the ocean, like I felt like that's where I feel comfortable.
Mm.
It's because just grew up in the water, you know. But when I went out a couple times, I went out by myself at night or like super early in the morning. Not that far, but pretty close outside of the bay. And sitting there at night in the pitch black, you can just hear the waves crashing. And then next thing you might hear is like a,
Oh, the whale.
yeah, you're like,
Mm.
what was that? And then it does it again a few seconds later. There's a whale over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't know where it is. Like, so you're just trying to listen for how close they are.
Do it. Oh, yeah.
If they get pretty close, I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, I got within 100 yards, like they started breaching, and I got out of there. And then there's that one day the whale shark came and rubbed up on my boat.
Hmm.
That was creepy, and the thing was way bigger than my boat. But yeah, there's just, it's crazy to think how big the animals are in the ocean.
Hmm. I was just thinking about like how another mom that I met, like they eat rabbit,
Hmm.
right? And that's not something that people back in Hawaii eat.
I just don't know anybody. I'm sure
Oh,
there are people.
well, like majority of people, it's
Hmm.
not like of a heard of thing that they eat rabbit. If you didn't grow up with it, it's kind of like, what? You guys eat rabbit?
Yeah.
You know? But it's like that's their way of life. Like that's what they grew up as. And I asked the mom, like, how do the kids feel about it? Because rabbits are like cute, cuddly, they have fur, right? Like when Shiloh went there, she's like, oh my gosh, like the rabbit, you know? And it's like, I asked, how are your kids when they know that you're going to kill it and eat it?
Hmm.
And then she said the same thing. It's like their way of life, right?
Yeah.
You grow up, that's what you learn, that it's made for food for them.
I think it's awesome that people find ways to be sustainable. I'd probably eat anything, really.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, any animal.
You would eat.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd eat certain things like bats or whatever. Like,
People eat that?
oh yeah.
Mm, not here.
Oh, I don't know about here, but people. Yeah, there are people who eat
Oh.
it. But I don't know. I'm not. I'm willing to try anything because you never. I mean, people like certain foods for a reason.
You like everything. I don't think there's one thing that you've eaten and you did not like.
That's not true.
What don't you like?
Meatloaf.
What? You love meatloaf, especially
Oh,
mine.
oh, I'm not a meatloaf fan, but I'd rather have it a meatloaf burger.
But you've had good meatloaf,
Yeah, I have. Yeah, yeah.
like mine, when we first got married. And I was the best cook ever.
So anyway, do you want to tell everybody about your
No,
meatloaf? Do you want me to say it? So
no,
okay,
that you love. No, we don't need to go there. I just know
okay.
you loved it,
Mm,
and you want me to make it again.
no, I don't. Yeah, no.
I'm a better cook now,
You
like
are.
a
You
hundred
are.
times better.
Yeah. We're
So
like.
it will
Yeah.
be 100 times better. That I can guarantee you.
Meatloaf 100 times better is still meatloaf.
Can be good.
It could. I've had some good meatloaf.
Hmm.
Some of our friends made meatloaf and it was pretty good.
Hmm.
But just yeah. If I could choose between meatloaf and shoyu chicken, I'd rather eat shoyu chicken. You know, are we gonna raise chickens so we can eat them? We should get a cow, a Highland cow, so we can eat that. Cause I heard they
Why would
taste.
why would you do that?
I heard they taste really good.
So does chicken. So get a chicken.
Yeah, but chicken and beef are two different things.
Get a regular cow.
Well,
An ugly
right?
cow. Not a cute cow.
Well, maybe they're cute because they taste good. Maybe that's what makes them taste good.
I doubt it.
I don't know. I'd be willing to try it.
try somebody else's cow.
What's your obsession with
I
Highland
don't have an
cows?
obsession. I just think they're a cute cow
It's a hairy cow.
that I would like to have one day.
It's just a hairy cow. It's probably a cow that crossbred with Bigfoot. That's why it's so hairy.
Okay.
I don't know. I heard they taste really good.
Then eat a Highland cow from somebody else.
Remember we went to Japan and we had
Whale?
oh yeah, whale. I tried whale.
Blubbery?
I didn't like it.
It was rubbery.
No, it was irony.
Irony.
Yeah. But when we had the steaks, the wagyu,
Oh.
yeah. Other than the whale sushi, everything in Japan tasted really good.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Because when we were eating the wagyu sushi, it was like melting in your mouth. Like, oh my god.
I know, I didn't want to chew it but it was just dissolving.
I've never experienced that before.
Yeah, it was super good.
Yeah. Everything in Japan is really good.
Well, if anybody's interested in talking story with us, we can do like virtual podcasts. So
we'll just make sure that the audio is.
Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're interested, you just want to sit back and talk story, we'd love to pick somebody's brain about their business or what they got going on in their life and how they're succeeding or struggling to succeed. If anybody wants to join us and talk story with us, just hit us up and let's get together. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was kind of informal and all over the place, but it was good for us to just sit here and talk story for a little while.
Yeah, talk story.
Just a laid back podcast, yeah?
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay tuned for maybe some guests, and we got some people in mind, but if you're interested, just hit us up and we'll get you on here. But we hope you guys have a good week, yeah?
Yes.
Take care. Aloha. Malama pono. Shoot!